Hi guys, this is Imran. Today in this video I will show how to create a first Java project. I assume that we are brand new on Java project creation or the Java class creation. So I will explain what are the things needs to be installed in the computer and how we can create our first Java class. So there are two softwares needs to be installed or needs to be available in the computer. Number one is JDK and number two is any tool, for example Eclipse. We call it IDE, which is a tool that helps us to write a Java code. So two things that needs to be installed in the computer. Number one is JDK. So in my computer JDK is already installed, and there is another video that I have created how to install JDK, and there are so many videos available online how to install JDK and how to configure it. So first I will check if the JDK is installed in my computer or not. For that I write control panel, I click on uninstall a program, and I see. So there are two things that installed. One is called Java AC Development Kit 8 update. Other one is Java 8 update. So these two are JDK. I have installed these two, so these two are installed in my computer. This is one way I can make sure, or I can check that the JDK is installed or not. So I have checked it, it is installed. I can also check from CMD. So I write CMD, hit enter from the keyboard. This CMD prompt opens up. I write here JVA version. So now once I wrote Java space dash version and hit enter from the keyboard, this information displayed. That means Java is installed in my computer. That is one. So we have made sure that the JDK is installed in our computer. Second thing is I need to have a tool where I can write Java code. There are so many tools, there are so many IDEs. Some people call it IDE. This is basically a tool where I can write Java code. So I will be using Eclipse to write our first Java code. Eclipse is a portable tool. What that means, if I download the files from the internet, maybe from Eclipse website, or if I have that file in my pen drive, I just can copy paste and use it directly. I don't have to install it. Installing means I have to click on the execution files and I have to click on next, then it will be installed. So that is not needed for Eclipse. Eclipse is a portable tool, and I can just copy paste from the pen drive or external hard drive, or I can just download the file from the internet. So I already downloaded the file from the internet, so I have kept it under C drive. So I will double click on it. So this is the Eclipse. So I will double click to open Eclipse tool or IDE, whichever prefer you to call. So I will click. So it's opening up. Now Eclipse is telling me, please select a location where all the information will be saved. In Eclipse, to create a class, Java class in Eclipse, I need to have a package and I need to have many folders and files, whatever needed, everything, I call it code. So folders, files, packages, classes, methods, everything, whatever we create, those are codes. So Eclipse is asking where I should keep all those codes. It is giving a location saying C, users, Imran, workspace 3_new1. So before I give a location, or before I tell Eclipse that hey, you save or you keep everything under that folder, before I tell, I manually go there. So it says C, I click on C, and then it says users, so I click on users, and it says Imran, so I click on Imran, and then it says workspace 3_new1. So if I scroll down, this is the scroll bar, so if I scroll down, I can see there are 4 folders with the name workspace, workspace 2, workspace 3_new, workspace 3_4. Is there any folder called workspace 4? I don't see. I do not see any folder that is called _4. So there is no folder here called _4. So I go back to Eclipse. The Eclipse is asking where Eclipse will save all the codes, all the information, files, everything. So I will say please save it under workspace 4. I said under workspace 4. So I said that you Eclipse, please go in this location under C drive. There is a folder called users. Under that folder there is another folder called Imran. Under that Imran folder you create a new folder called workspace 4 for me and save all the Eclipse information, all the Java programming information, all the files, folders, everything, whatever needed, everything you save under this folder. So once I click on OK, Eclipse will create a new folder, and that I will be able to see here. Under here there will be a new folder called workspace 4. This is in this right now. I have checked this folder in Explorer, so I will also check in CMD. Okay, in CMD. So CMD command prompt opens up, and in CMD it says right now I am on C and under C drive, then users drive, and then Imran's drive. So I am under Imran's folder. C drive, then users drive, then Imran drive. So this is C drive, users drive, Imran drive. If I say dir and hit enter from the keyboard, it is displaying all the files. So from here I can see all these files names. These are the names. So right now there are 4 folders that has name starts with workspace. So there is nothing under this. There will be a new folder will be created. So I have checked that there is no folder called workspace 4 using CMD. Also in Explorer there is no folder called 4. So once I click on OK, once I tell Eclipse please create a folder for me, and then later you save all this Java programming information under that folder. So once I click OK, I am clicked. Now Eclipse just created one. You see that this one just added here. Previously it wasn't there. This one just added. So now there are that folder is there, and Eclipse opens up. So before I go to Eclipse, I also need to check in CMD. So I will write dir again, hit enter from the keyboard. Then I can see that workspace is there. This is the list of all the files and folders under Imran folder. So right now the new folder just added, workspace 4. That wasn't before. If we go up, only there were four folders with workspace, with the word workspace. There are only 4 folders that starts with the word workspace. Now there are 5. This one just added right now. So now Eclipse knows that I told that particular tool that, hey, you save all the files, folders, methods, packages, classes, everything, whatever needed, you save under this folder. So Eclipse done that, and Eclipse says welcome. So I will click on this. So this is the default layout of Eclipse. So now I will create one class. So I will click file, I will say new, I will say class. Now this pop-up window opens up. So it is saying that please give a name. So I will give a name, my first class. This will be my first class. So I have did the upper camel notation. What is upper camel notation? There are 3 words here. My is a word, first is another word, class is another word. So each word's first letter will be in uppercase, and remaining letters will be in lowercase, and all the words will be concatenated. So that's how the concept called upper camel notation comes. So but we don't have to worry about that upper camel notation or anything. We just write this. We just write a name. So I just wrote a name. I gave a name called my first class. Now to create Java class, there are some code that we must have to write. But this Eclipse is saying if you click on here, then I will write for you. So if I click here, Java will write some code that we must have to write. So I give a name, I give I said that you write that 2 lines of code, and hello guys, I have mistakenly clicked on the cross of that window. So to create Java class, first I need to have a Java project. For that I will be clicking on file, I will click on new, I will click on Java project, and I will give a name, my first Java project, and I will leave all the default information here. I will click on finish. So a Java project got created. once the Java project got created, if I go back to my Explorer, the folder Explorer, and if I go back to workspace 4 and double click, I can see that these two information came, and this my first Java project, the Eclipse created for me. And if I double click on my first Java project, I can see there are more folders. All these folders were created by Eclipse. Right now, once I completed this Java project creation, Eclipse created all this for me. In CMD also, if I go inside of this workspace, CD workspace 4, hit enter from the keyboard, and so now I'm inside of CD. I'm inside of CD folder. It's like I was here and I clicked on workspace. Now I'm inside of the workspace 4 folder. If I go back to CMD, right now I am in this situation, inside of this workspace 4 folder. Now if I write dir and hit enter from the keyboard, it is showing the list of files. So I can see this is there, my first Java project. This folder is here, this folder is here. So if I double click, I go inside of this folder. If I say CD, I copy from here. Control C, or I type it, that's fine. my first JVA I just copied this to here and hit enter from the keyboard. So I'm inside of this folder right now. I'm in this situation. If I say dir hit, I can see all those bin src folders. This bin folder, src folder, settings folder, settings folder. If I double click on source folder is empty. If I go from here, cd src, hit enter from the keyboard, I am inside of this folder, inside of this src folder here. In this path under src folder, I am inside here, and here there is nothing, it's totally empty. If I say dir, hit enter from the keyboard, I can see there is and this is empty, there is nothing. So now I will create one class under src folder. This is src folder. This is src folder. Once I create a class will be saved here. So to create a class, I will right click here, I will say new, I will click on class, and I will give a name, my first class, and I will check this means it will create some code for me, which is and I will click on finish. So this one just got created, and if I go to folder here, I see this one just got created, it wasn't there before. If I go here, you see there is nothing, it wasn't here. Now I write dir, hit enter. Now I can see previously it was 0. Now I can see I have this called my first Java class. This one just added. This one just added. And this is on this one. Now this one is comment. What is comment? Comment is the lines that will not be executed, and we write comments to make the code easy to read and debug later by any user. For example, let's say I work for XYZ company right now, and I write this code. If I make a comment, when I write the code, if I make a comment that this is the code is about this. If I write this command, then if after 6 months I am assigned to a different project role, or I go to a different company, if I am no longer with this company, some other people will be managing my code. So once the other people manage these codes, it will be easy for that person to understand what is the code is and how that new person can maintain the code. And when we write the command, we always think about the other people, the client and the new joinees. But it's for ourselves also, because if I write so many codes, after 6 months, for some reason, if I need to review my own code, if there is a command, it will be easy to review my own code. So that is why we need to write the command, and we write / to make the command. Command is like keeping a note or saying that this code is blah blah blah, and this code and commands will not be executed. Now I will be writing a first Java code. System.out hello world. print.ln. So we have to memorize this, and we have to remember that if we write this, and whatever we write inside of the double quote will be displaying in the output console. So if I run it, I click on here, I clicked on OK. So I am running. So now this is the output console, and this is where it is saying hello world, whatever I write. So we have to memorize this since we are brand new beginner. So we have to memorize this one, and whatever we write inside of this double quote will be displaying here. And if we are expert, then this is an input argument or input parameter that I am passing into this method under this class. But since we are brand new, so we will just memorize this, and we will remember that whatever we write inside of this two double quote will be displayed in the console. So this is what about the first Java class creation. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.